What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about Canelo's fighter model in ESBC. Now we got the walkout. I'm not going to show the full clip, but I'll just show Canelo's walkout as well as the little face-off at the end, just so you guys know the full clip that we're talking about.
And here comes the pound-for-pound king, Saul Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing and a four-division world champion, a national hero fighting out of Guadalajara. Alvarez says he doesn't just want to be known as one of the best all time, he wants to be known as the all-time best.
Now, of course, we see this bit where he's walking out, and there's a few things we could point out. We could point out the lighting makes him look very pale. I know I'm pale, I know he's pale, but fuck me, he looks very pale. Now, like I said, that could be the lighting. Who knows? Obviously, people also had issues with his face here. One thing I just want to mention is people keep saying the beard, the beard, the beard. He chose to be scanned without his beard. So you cannot blame that on ESBC. He chose to shave his beard off for when he was scanned. You can see the photos from when he's scanned. He does not have a beard. He chose that. Wilder was scanned with a beard on. Beards are fine. He chose to shave his off. So that's just what I want to point out. The only thing I'd point out with the face is his nose is a bit too wide. His nose is more slim in real life. In the game, it's a little bit flatter. That's the only real issue I have with it, if I'm honest. However, if we look at this Canelo from the tail of the tape, which people are saying look better, it's actually the same model. Every Canelo you're going to see here is the same model. So I think one thing we're going to notice is lighting is important. The animation of walking, the animation of the face-off, all of these things will change the way he looks, because it could be animated and he's more like that. But it's the same model every time. But if we see this tail of the tape model against the walkout one, they do look pretty different, although they, like I said, they are the same model. We also see this one in the background of the poster when Canelo was walking, yet again, or might be when Biv was walking, sorry, but we can see the posters in the background of both men, yet again looks different to the model that is in front of us that is walking. And then ESBC posted a few images on Twitter. The one that I want to focus on the most is this one. Now, if we compare this Canelo to the walkout Canelo, like I said, it's this same model, but it just looks different. I think there are so many variables when it comes to this, when they're doing something so realistic. I think that is the problem here. I think, you know, like little things like the animation, the lighting, it can change so much. Now, according to the developers, all three from the tail of the tape, the one that is walking out, and this one on Twitter that was a photo, these are all the exact same models. They have not changed him between like the image from the tail of the tape and the image on Twitter and the video of him walking out. Nothing's been changed. But yet again, they all look different. Like I said, I'm going to rule it down to one thing. The lighting is probably one thing that doesn't help. Number two, I think the animation is pushing out his trap neck muscles a bit too much when he's walking. He looks very like Brock Lesnar kind of traps. And then one thing we also pointed out was in this face-off here between Dimitri Bivol and Canelo Alvarez, we can see that Canelo's got some kind of a gamer hunch, if you will. Like, he's a bit more, his neck is hunched over. Whereas if we look at these real-life photos of Canelo, he has always got a very straight, postured neck. Normally, he's the smaller man, so he's normally looking up. We see no eye line being met, but that's just a little thing that will be fixed. But this is the biggest thing for me when seeing this face-off, is Canelo is very hunched, as if he's pushing his head out. But in real life, he's very much more straight-necked, looking up at his opponent. Now, I spoke about the beard, obviously. The beard is not the problem, in my opinion. However, a fan of ESBC in the Discord, who goes by Phil Jones, made a couple of edits that I'm going to show you guys. Just small facial edits that I think just make it that little bit better. Mainly to his nose and to his lips, it's just that little bit better. I mean, there's things like people saying his top lip is protruding. I think that's when we realise we're nitpicking. One, because that could be his gum shield. They could actually have a thing where his gum shield is in, so his lip is sticking out more. That's just the way it is. I think when we're seeing things like the top lip is protruding too much, I think that's when we're starting to realise, like, okay, there's a level to, like, this constructive criticism, or criticism in general. I think that's like to the point where it's like you need to calm down now. Like, it's very visibly Canelo. It's obvious who it is. That's the thing. Like, it's not like you have to guess who it is. You can tell who it is. It's just the fact that maybe his nose is a little bit too big and his traps are a little bit too big. But those things, people are saying like it's the worst thing they've ever seen, and it's just ridiculous. But just remember, guys, this stuff is always subject to change. Nothing is final. Constructive criticism is the key. Feedback is the key. But that's the point. Feedback, not bitching and moaning like a bunch of high school girls. That's the thing. So I'm kind of interested to hear your guys' thoughts on why you think these Canelos all look different. Because for me, they really do. Like the one walking out is obviously more pale. His traps look bigger. His nose looks bigger. The tail of the tape one looks different. The one on Twitter looks different. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I think a lot of it is lighting as well as the walking and face-off animation. That's where I'm ruling it. I think once like they straighten his neck up and maybe relax him a little bit, have a bit more movement when he's walking, maybe hands up, but as he's walking, I think then we'll start to see a different Canelo in game. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I just want to talk about this because it's something, everyone was like, the Bivol model is so good, but the Canelo model is a little bit weaker. Now, I'm a big Canelo fan. I do agree that the face of boxing needs to be almost perfect, but you're never going to get flawlessly perfect in a video game. That's just the only thing I want to point out. But I think there is definitely room for improvement there, and I just thought I'd make this video. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.